Well, hello and good morning or good afternoon, actually possibly good evening, depending on where you're at. This is Marketing for Local Businesses 101, and this is a free training on how to market your local business online. There is no sales pitch, so there'll be nothing offered to buy at the end. It's completely free. So I know we got a couple people joining, so let's just wait. Put in the chat box, where you're from. Uh, I am actually doing this from Las Vegas, Nevada. So, um, and Corey, you're in Miami. Nice, good. Weather's gorgeous. Uh, Devon, Utah, not far away at all. Got a couple in the UK. Very good. It's always fun working with people over in the UK. Wyoming, very good. California, oh, seems to be pretty much all over the place. Oh, very good. Another one from the UK. All right. Well, hey, let's just jump right in here, okay, guys? Again, Marketing for Local Businesses 101, free training, no sales pitch guaranteed. There will be some things in the chat box. I got an assistant on with me right now. She will be trying to answer most of the questions that come in because it's hard for me to talk and type at the same time. And I have a tendency to glance over and look at the chat box as well. So sometimes I may get interrupted. But feel free to ask any questions. There'll be some links in there. So, anything that we reference, you can go there and click the link for different things, including your free gift. We'll get to that in just a second here. So basically marketing is just one big puzzle, and when it comes to putting a puzzle together, some people start with the corners, some people start with the big picture, but what's the most important pieces of the puzzle to start with, and that's kind of what we do here with Marketing 101. Well, first, before we jump into that part, let's talk about who I am and why do you actually care. My name is Todd Bailey. I've been marketing local businesses online for over 10 years. I am a managing partner for 4 different marketing companies, 2 focus on marketing for local businesses, 1 focusing marketing online businesses, that's like e-commerce stores, and one of the businesses focuses on marketing online products that we sell or promote. So been doing it for quite a while. Currently have 2 office locations, one in Detroit and one in Las Vegas, and we employ over 20 plus contractors at any given time. I like to spend time between Michigan and Las Vegas. Golfing in Michigan is amazing, so I like to do a lot more time there in the summer and a lot more Vegas in the winter. I'm not a big snow person. Sorry about the blurry pictures. We're working on getting a couple new ones, just how it came out. Love traveling, spending time with the family. Um, One big rule is we hate discussing politics or religion. So again, especially politics. If you want to discuss politics or anything with religion, this is not the place to be. Uh, you know, it's a great topic. Just we don't want to discuss it. So please do not ask anything about that. Talk about the free gift that you're gonna get for attending this free training. So this is basically a Facebook Messenger cheat sheet. It's a report. And it basically talks about chatbots, which is the newest thing on Facebook and on websites. And it's just a way for you to automate and simplify and sell different services that you offer, even actually provide customer service or customer care right there instantaneously through automation. So if you look in the chat box right now, there should be a link there to download your PDF. It'll just take you over to Dropbox. You can download it right there. And it kind of goes over, chatbots, what they're good for, how to do different things. But that's a free gift. Again, chatbots I love. I think they're the next greatest things compared to like websites were like 30 years ago. So we've been doing a lot of different things with chatbots the last 6 to 7 months. And I see just so much more coming by it. But that is not what you're here for. We are here to do like the 30,000 foot view of local marketing local businesses online. So let's get back into that. We're going to probably talk about the core 4 things, I think, the 4 cornerstones, if you would, plus a 5th one, and probably which I think is probably one of the most important things. So, first cornerstone you would be is reputation. Reviews, testimonials is a big part of your marketing. traffic to your website, traffic to your Facebook page, traffic to your landing page, traffic to your LinkedIn page. You know, there's a whole bunch of different types of trafficking and where you're pointing it. We're going to touch base on trafficking. We're going to touch base on websites, and we're not going to touch base on how to build a website. We're going to touch base on what websites need to do for your business and how to actually use websites properly. And then we're also going to talk about social media. I swear to God, this just, oh God, I said religion. Okay, sorry about that. I think this word right here scares business owners more than anything else in the world. And just part of it is we're just not at social media a lot of times. And we don't know what to actually post for business social media. So this one kind of just scares people. We're going to kind of break down, you know, what to actually post, what kind of content and different things. And the fifth thing, which I think is probably one of the biggest things, is Google My Business listings. When I talk about Google My Business, I think this is probably one of the bigger things that businesses need to have out there. It's a free thing offered by Google. Take advantage of it. When it's free, take it. You know, would you walk past $1? No. So let's talk about what's most important for every business and what they need to market online. And if people would just put in the chat box, you know, what do you think is the most important thing people need? Just come on, put a couple things in there. Money, yes, money is definitely important when you need to market online. That's pretty funny, Devin. Yes, it looks about 80% of you guys. For every 4 out of 5 people got it. It is websites. Websites are probably the most important thing you need when you're marketing online. Why? Because it's credibility. It shows that you exist. So let's kind of break down into that. Let's talk about the 5 questions that every website visitors ask before they contact you. You know, first thing is, will this solve my problem? There's a reason why they're there. Will it solve their problem? 2, do they have to decide now? Is there urgency? Is something immediately, or is this something I'm going to be thinking about? And this really kind of depends on your industry, your niche, and even your geographic area kind of actually plays a part into it. Are they getting the best? Are they getting the best? You know, they want to know if they're getting the best of the best. But I'm going to come back to this just in a little bit because it kind of changes a little bit. Are they going to regret this? There's always that skepticism. You know, are they going to regret, you know, calling you, buying from you? Are they really going to regret this? And 5, am I paying a good price? And this one kind of goes back to number 3. Are they paying a good price for the value? You know, are they getting the best for the dollar they're spending? You know, I tell clients this, and I tell my clients to tell their clients, you know, don't expect a Ferrari for a price of a Ford Festiva. You know, look at what, you know, your dollar for dollar, what are you getting, and kind of break it down that way. And so let's talk about the 4 actions that we want website visitors to take. We being you. 1 is you want them to click on something. 2, you want them to subscribe, you know, into your newsletter, opt into something. You want them to pick up the phone and call you. I mean, I probably hear this from more business owners than I hear about anything else. I just want my phones to ring. I get it. So you want them to call you. You want them to order something or buy something online from you. These are the 4 actions that we, being you, want website visitors to take. Let's talk about websites. And I call them funnel websites because I kind of break it down. Websites are changing from what they used to be 30 years ago to what they are now. And it's really all because of, you know, whether it be the phone, the social media, and different things. So basically what a funnel is designed to do is move a visitor through a sales process. It tells your story from beginning to end, and it helps that visitor decide to choose you. So visitors come to your website or your Facebook page and they're looking for a product or a service. And we basically want to go there and tell them your story. We want to talk about why you're different, why you're better than your competitors. Why are you so special? You know, we want to talk about your products and your services. You know, your highlights of those. What are your feature products and services? We want to talk about your reputation. They want to see reviews, testimonials, different things. They want to be able to trust you. And then we want to know the value. What value do you bring? So that's why I talk about like a funnel website. I want to look at more of, you know, a website is designed to funnel visitors or potential clients, potential patients into paying clients or paying patients. So what I kind of talk about now is compared to, and I'm not saying the traditional websites are bad. we have a traditional website. We still build traditional websites for our clients as well. Um, I just look at most of the time you don't need a big multi-page website. It's kind of like a brochure. And you know what happens with brochures? You hand it a brochure, you go home, you throw it on the counter, then it gets pushed into the junk drawer or into the trash. Multiple websites were great when you had the desktops and the laptops, but most people are on their phone and everything else. So it just there's a difference in dynamics now. So let's kind of like just take different things and see what the difference is. Your traditional websites can be multi-pages. You're really clicking around. It takes a longer time to load. Your story is really not in just that, timeline, like that 1, 2, 3 punch. It's kind of confusing. It's all over the place. Uh, there's not a lot of action steps. You got the call, but call us now at the top usually with your phone number. And at the bottom, you get the contact us where they go and they fill in a contact form. But throughout the website, there's not a lot of call to actions. Call now, click now. The type of, you got to kind of sometimes just tell your clients, your patients, your visitors, you got to tell them what to do sometimes. So the other big thing, and I love this with digital marketing, is split testing. So we're going to slow down here for a second. Split testing is when you change something, whether it be the color, the verbiage, the content from a different one, and you send the traffic to both of them. Some traffic goes to the A, some traffic goes to B, and you see which one converts better. So, and I've seen it just even the color, you're like changing the color from blue to orange, almost doubles the conversion rate just on certain things. Not saying it's for everything. Don't quote me on that. It's just a conversion on different things. So with digital marketing, you're able to split test. When you had hard media marketing, billboards, commercials, you weren't allowed to test different ones, and it just didn't work. You couldn't see the difference. You weren't going to spend $10,000, $13,000, $15,000, maybe more on a commercial, and then you got to make a different commercial on a different color to see which one they call, but you're not even sure which one they call because you didn't change the phone number. So with digital media, split testing is probably, it has to be number one. The best things about digital marketing, you can kind of see what's going on with analytics. You can change things around. With a traditional website, though, it's hard to split test. Not saying it's impossible, it's just hard. Very, very hard. Because you guys send out two different websites, and just you're sending them different pages on the website. You're not just seeing what the traction is because you don't know, they're jumping around because you can see that in Google Analytics that they're jumping around. So split testing is just hard. I wouldn't say no, it's not possible, just very, very hard. Mobile friendly. We still see a lot of sites out there that are just not mobile friendly. And when I say a lot of sites, I'm talking like 40% or more websites out there are just not mobile friendly. Right here it says 60% of the traffic is from mobile. It's probably closer to 80, if not above. Probably should update this a little bit. Your website needs to be mobile friendly. And when you're clicking around to different pages and everything else, a lot of times the pictures don't fit, it just becomes a pain. And it's just not mobile friendly. People they won't stick around. They won't read the site if it's not mobile friendly. Conversions, you can track conversions. Just very hard to track conversion. You have different ones on for different buttons for different pages, different thank you pages. It's harder to track conversions, therefore it gets more confusing. So with a funnel or a one-page website, like I call them, your story is really clear. You got the beginning, middle, end, straight to the point. It's very user-friendly because it's set up as one page. We don't have to worry about the architecture being changed around on different pages. People are used to like Facebook and Twitter. They hold the phone in their hand, they're scrolling with their thumb. It's just easy to use when it's just one page, one funnel. Split tests, because split tests is a lot easier. We can change the color, the verbiage, use the same domain. So many more things you can do with a one page compared to multiple pages. You got a lot more call to actions. Just because you can put it all on one page, every time you talk about a different thing, you break something down, you have a call to action. Call us, contact us, opt in, subscribe here. Again, with mobile friendly traffic. So it's just really mobile friendly, easier to track conversions because everything's on one page. You don't have to worry about different thank you page. This is the difference between websites and funnel websites. Easier for you, easier for the visitor. You as a business owner like easy. At least I like easy. And the visitors like easy as well. So I'm not saying different things, but we got, what we think is probably the better compared to a traditional one. But then again, there is places in the industry and the business out there, different markets and different niches where that multi-page website does play a factor and is needed. Let's kind of talk about the architecture of a website. And we kind of put this together. I would say it's proprietary, but it really isn't proprietary. We just came up with it. It's basically a 21 story block formula. In this page, actually, we have a link. We're going to throw it in the chat box. So you don't have to write this all down. You can just go to the link. It's just a slide in a Dropbox folder. But basically, it's just 21 stories or 21 block formula that we do, and it breaks down the page. You know, you have the title, you know, the navigation block, menu, cover block. I like the cover block. You have the pretty picture. You might have a video in there, your promise or your mission statement, and then you want to list out your services. You know, what services are you providing, your products there. And then a call to action. Then we want to look at, you know, testimonial or reviews. Offer block. Are you offering some type of promotional discount, some type of promotional services, limited time? And then let's talk about, you know, the services that you feature. What products do you feature? What's your, you know, 3 core products or your 3 core services? Number 11, I like this one because people want to see it. They want to see like before and after pictures, a portfolio, you know, a case study, and then somewhere for them to contact you. Myth block does not always apply here, you know. And I say a myth block, you know, there's always certain things out there that are kind of just goofy about, you know, dentists have their myths that clients always or patients always ask them. Plumbers always have different myths. So myth block are just those weird things that, you know, people think about that don't want to ask. So you can kind of clear it up there. The who we are block is just talking about you, you know, you, the business. What's your expertise? You know, how long you been, you know, in business? And then you want to show your staff, you know, and you want to have pictures that are real pictures. Pictures of your staff. People want to see that they're real people out there, that you really do exist. And then some more, you know, reviews, more testimonials. Again, another call to action, some type of contact us, call us now. FAQ block. I like this one just because, you know, when somebody calls and they're talking to you, there's always those questions that come up over and over again. Put them right here. People see it. The answers their questions real quickly. You're not wasting that 5-10 minutes answering the question that always comes up. Map and address and hours. Obviously, that's a great thing to have on the bottom. Your footer, this is a big deal as well, just because you need to have your privacy page, your terms and condition page. Google, Yahoo, and Bing, all these search engines want to see that in the footer. It's how, I mean, it becomes part of your ranking. So again, if you look in the chat box real quickly, you can see this page. It's in Dropbox. You can go ahead and grab it for your future reference later on. Let's move along. So let's talk about social media. And this is the one that actually just scares all the business owners. And we're going to kind of dive into this one and break it down into a couple things. You know, there's so many things here, and each of the social media places out there are becoming more and more influential. And we know this. And they're also places where people are reviewing you and talking about your reputation. So, you know, Google reviews, Facebook reviews, Yelp reviews, you got video reviews, Messenger reviews. There's a review on everywhere, you know, LinkedIn. So social media really is becoming a big platform for just pushing what your reputation is out there. Pictures, yes, we know this. On Facebook, people are always showing before and after pictures. They do that with Instagram and Pinterest as well. So let's talk a little bit about the trends for social media. Social media, you know, obviously you got the millennials. Over 90% of them are using social media. I think that's a lot closer to 99. just kidding. I swear, social media, every millennial has a phone in their hand. It doesn't leave their hand. Generation X, over 75% are dealing with social media, and baby boomers. I mean, we're approaching 50% baby boomers on social media. Now, what does this actually mean for a business like yourselves? Well, it basically means that 80% of your new buyers are all on social media right now. Kind of going back to reviews, social media is now really just pretty much turned into a place where people leave reviews and talk about the experiences they have with your businesses and how everything's gone, whether it be Facebook, Yelp, LinkedIn, so on. So just remember that 80% of your buyers are all on social media right now. So I guess one of the bigger questions I get asked is, what do I post on social media? What does social media actually do? Well, social media is all it is just creating social signals, links that allow you to rank higher in the search engines when new prospects are looking for you. So when people are talking about you on social media, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, or whatnot, these are all creating different social signals. They are driving pre-sold traffic to your website or to your landing page or to your Facebook page or whatnot. But these are just social signals, and social signals carry a lot of weight. So the other question, again, content. Business owners ask me all the time, what do I post on social media? They're confused. I mean, what do I do? What do people want to see? Well, we've been doing this for, well, over 10 years, social media for over 7 years. And we kind of basically just came up with a recipe. I'm going to actually use the word recipe. And it kind of just gives you engaging content that allows followers to turn into new customers. You get more followers, you get more new customers. So let's kind of just break it down. R stands for recreational. So basically 35% of all the content you put on social media should be recreational. It's fun stuff. It's jokes, throwbacks, goofy stuff. Remember, whether you're an HVAC contractor, a dentist, a salon, people don't want to hear about plumbing or furnaces all the time. That's not what engages as new followers. When you're in those groups, that's what engaging for those groups. But people that are just following your Facebook page or whatnot, they want to see some funny stuff. Give them some funny stuff. Give them some content that they want to actually see. Don't force the content down their throat. So 35% of all content should be recreational. 20% should be educational. These are kind of like just case studies, a little bit of research, some facts and trivia, tips and tricks, just educational stuff. 15% should be conversational. Take some surveys, do some fill in the blank quizzes stuff. Ask some advice. Ask your audience what they think. Which is probably my favorite one, should be inspirational. Quotes, inspiring images. 15% of this should be just inspirational. Before and after pictures. It's inspirational too. P, promotional. 10% promotional. This is where you make your discounts, your offer, talk about different trainings, different webinars you got going on, even some of the customer reviews, because always that's promotional. And the last E stands for entrepreneurial. And this is where you can talk about your mission statement, your vision. Talk about some of your employees, employee of the month. Talk about a little bit of your personal life. Just make it, people want to know that you are still a person. Only 5% is going to be entrepreneurial. So you don't have to worry about this one. If you actually look into the chat box, we're going to put a link in there right now, so you can actually go to Dropbox and you can download this slide for your reference for later. So don't mean to talk fast, but I know everybody's time is really, really important. So we're just going to try to go through these pretty quickly. But again, yeah, if you're looking at a recipe, this is what we use. This is what we base a lot of our material on, a lot of our content on. But again, the link's in the chat box. You can just go to Dropbox and get this and keep it for future reference. So let's talk about reputation. And reputation keeps coming up a lot, doesn't it? Because it's very, very important. People look at reviews. I mean, look at Yelp. I mean, people look at Yelp all the time. People look at Google reviews. People look at Merchant Circle, Insider Pages, Facebook. Your reputation is very, very important. It converts customers. It just converts. It's just so important. You guys need to just look at your reputation and constantly keep an eye on it. It's really one of the four cornerstones of your marketing. So let's talk about reputation marketing. And reputation marketing has really just kind of evolved from reputation management and brand marketing. We just kind of basically put the words together because that's what it become. You want to take your reputation out there and you want to just basically push it out there and basically show off. It's the time for you to, be egotistical, show, fluff your feathers, do what you want to do. It's where you want to show what people think about you. You want to brag. That's where I'm looking for, brag. So You want to take that 5-star reputation that you got or should have or we're going to get, and you want to show it to everybody. So let's talk about why it's important though. You know, customers that go out there and they look at stuff online, they're going to look at 10 plus reviews before they make a decision to buy anything. Okay. So you as a business, I know it says 6 to 10, but you need to have more than 10 reviews to actually be trusted online. If you want people to buy from you online, you got to have that presence online. You got to have those reviews, those testimonials. You've got to have that reputation, that credibility. So just take the time. Get the reviews. When you get the reviews, the business can come as well. So I know it says without 6 5-star reviews, your business isn't trusted online. You need more than 10. Okay. And you probably need more than that by the end of next year anyways. So let's talk about how to get that reputation out there. You know, it's kind of very similar to the social media. There's so many different multi-channels to market your reputation out there. And you can utilize your staff, you can utilize an agency, you can utilize different things. But basically you want to put some reviews, some testimonials on your website. Place where they can find it, real simple. Remember we just talked about the website, put some testimonials, some reviews. Post them on social media. We just went over social media. Take some of these reviews, post them on Facebook, LinkedIn. There's no Google Plus anymore. Twitter, Instagram. There's photo sharing, which is where Instagram is. I kind of jumped the ball that time. Pinterest, Instagram, or take some pictures of your reviews. Take some pictures of the before and after. Post them out there. Everybody has a video on their phone. They can all do video with their phone. If you can't do video with your phone, this train is probably already far past you. So take a video of one of your clients, give it a testimonial, post it on YouTube. That's a great way to get. People love video. People are lazy. They don't want to watch a video before they read a report or page or whatever. They want to watch a video. People are just lazy. It's kind of how it is. We can't change our clients. We can't change our patients. We can't change our customers. We can't change people visiting our website or our social media. So we just have to abide with it, okay? Get some videos. Excuse me. Manage your reputation. This is very, very important as well. You can utilize your staff. You can utilize an agency. There's different software you can utilize. If you got any questions about this, just shoot us an email at help@bluenovainc.com. We'll recommend a couple of different things, but you want to manage your reputation. Now, that doesn't mean just good reviews or just bad reviews. It means good and bad reviews. And you want to look at some of the top review sites where there's directories where they're leaving reviews, you know, Superpages, Bing, Yelp. You want to manage these. And what does that mean? That means you respond to both good and bad. When somebody gives you a good review, say thank you. Very simple. Be appreciative. Somebody gives you a bad review, reach out and contact them. 9 out of 10 times, you can get a person that leaves a bad review to change it to a good review. They're just mad at the time. They wanted to vent. They didn't feel like nobody was going to listen. Once they got your attention, now don't get me wrong, there's some you can't change. You got ex-employees that are going to do it. And you just got some people you just can't please. I mean, it just is what it is. But make an effort. People will see that you made an effort and responded, and they appreciate that. There's a lot of places you can go out there where you can get stuff where you can monitor your reputation, where you can manage it. Look into it. Again, if you want to, just reach out to us. We can help you as well. So let's talk about traffic. There's 3 major ways to get traffic: SEO, Google Ads, and social media ads. Now, what SEO stands for is search engine optimization. And in a different training, we'll dive more into search engine optimization. This one's going to be a really, not even a 30,000 foot, I think it'd be more like a 55,000 foot view. But you know, the difference is SEO is organic. So when you search for something, it's the listings that come up where Google ranks something, not something that's an ad or a Google My Business listing. It does take time to actually have for SEO to work. Somebody calls you up right now and says, oh yeah, we can get you ranked #1 in Google for a plumber in Miami, Florida by tomorrow. They're lying. It's just full BS. I don't care. Somebody can get, you know, put in a chat box, you can tell me, you can email me. It does not happen. But also SEO really kind of depends on the industry you're in, the geographic area that you're in. It's different times, your competition. I love SEO. We've been doing SEO for over 9 years. It's probably one of our biggest services that we provide with Google Ads and Facebook. I mean, traffic really is our bread and butter. SEO is yours. It's built over time, but just like any other race, when you're number one, you got to be looking over your shoulder because somebody's always going to try to take it from you. So what we find is, 7 out of 10 times when we become number one, we got somebody else will beat us out the next month, and then we beat them out the next one. You're always just going back and forth. You're doing what they do plus one or two things they're doing, and that's, it's a big thing. But I'm going to show you how to do a little bit of SEO for free here in a second. So just hold on tight. Let's talk about Google Ads. It's instant. High cost. Now, high cost, let me just slow it down right here. When I say high cost, is you got to look at, we do a lot of Google Ads and we manage a lot of Google Ads for different clients. And I have certain industries where a click could be $80 per click. I have certain industries where it could be $1.25 per click. But I had to show that part and I explain that part. I'm like, the person that's paying $80 a click, what's the product or service that they're providing? Now, I'm not going to kind of disclose it, but that product or service pays them $7,000 to $10,000 each client or patient, we'll say. So $80, they have no problem going through 20 clicks to get one patient. There's an ROI there. And when you start dealing with businesses, and you as a business owner or a business manager probably need to look back if you haven't done it. You need to look at your business model. What is your average client's lifetime value worth? You should know, what's their immediate value worth and what's their lifetime value worth. How long is your typical client or patient with you? What is your, typical cost you or profit you get from that client, or even the revenue? So look at those things, and then you can kind of, decide on different ways of going here. And that's why I said high cost. I really don't like that one. Because your definition of high and my definition of high are probably two different things. Just like low is going to be two different things. The thing with Google Ads, it targets specific search. So when somebody searches for that particular keyword, you're paying to be found in the top one or two. And then that's what you're paying for. So if they're searching for a plumber, and you show up number one because you're paying number one, and you got to pay $15 for that click, odds are they're going to call you right then. And usually with, services like plumbers, HVAC, water damage, fire damage, those type of services, it's now. Whoever answers the phone first wins. That's how it's going to be. So Google Ads works very, very well for certain businesses. It works really well for a lot of businesses, almost most. Social media ads. Okay, and then we're going to talk a little bit more about Facebook with this one and LinkedIn, but lower cost. And this is where I'm going to say it was lower. And again, focusing more on Facebook here. Facebook ads, you're going to get pretty much 3 to 1 compared to Google ads for your dollar. But you're also looking at, we're targeting their interests, what they're like, what their social actions are, and different things, what they're following, what they're sharing. Those things all become our algorithm Facebook puts together to decide where they're going to put your ad based on your choices. And that's breaking it down to another thing. We're going to break that down later on. But if we look at this, when I talk about social media, if you look at LinkedIn, LinkedIn is business to business, B2B. Those ads are going to cost more than a Google ad per se, but you're going to be targeting, that person's job title, their company size, what's, a company that they're with, how long they've been, how much the revenue that company brings in. There's a whole bunch of things you can do with LinkedIn where you're targeting with B2B. So again, and I look at this and, just to make the numbers easy so it doesn't scare anybody. If you spend $1,000 and you make $3,000, is it good? Yes. If you spend $1,000 and you make $2,000, is it good? Yes. If you spend $1,000 and you make $1,000, is it good? Here's where everybody's like, no, not really, just kind of a waste. But that could be just the initial sale or the initial visit or initial consultation. Now we got to start looking at the client lifetime value. Makes more sense. That client's lifetime value is 3,000, and you got 2 clients for that 1,000. Basically, then you turn 500 into 3,000. You just didn't get it right this second. Makes sense? It's almost investing in yourself. So that goes with Google ads, it goes with Facebook ads, it goes with LinkedIn. We got to look at that part. You got to know your business. You got to know what your client, your customer lifetime value, your client lifetime value, your patient lifetime value, whatever it may be. There's a whole bunch of things that go into there to decide what your ROI is. So didn't mean to jump off to a tangent. Let's just keep going right there. Google AdWords, which is now called Google Ads, didn't really change, just changed the name. Versus Facebook ads, we kind of just talked about that, which is better for your business. They're both great platforms. I never recommend doing these platforms on your own. Yes, you can. I would say 70% of our business is fixing somebody else's mistakes. That's what we do. We got to fix their mistakes because they wouldn't do something. And I've seen people spend thousands of dollars because they didn't click the right button here. So Google ads, Facebook ads, great platforms. You can really get a big bang for your buck. You can drive your business. You can grow your business exponentially. Just take a look at it. There are classes on there. You can talk to some people. Really depends on what you're doing. I always recommend talking to an agency. Yes, we are an agency, but there's other agencies out there to talk to as well. But when it comes to which one's better for your business, there's a lot that goes into this. So this is really just a very open question. There is no right or wrong answer. But what we can talk about, it's the 2 different types of ads. So, well, 2 different types of paid ads. There's cold traffic and there's retargeting. I love retargeting, but we're gonna talk about cold traffic first. Cold traffic is basically when you just have new customers and you're driving new customers to your ad or to your landing page. They're going to your website or your Facebook page. That's cold traffic. They're looking for something. They're new to you. They need your service or your product. Retargeting is when they come to your website or your Facebook page, and we drop this what's called a little pixel, a cookie per se, onto their browser, and it follows them around the web for like 3 months. It can follow them up to 6 months, but most people clear the cache before then. And you can market your product or your services on different websites and different searches. So when they're searching different things on different websites, you can pay to have that ad show up on that website. So I'll kind of give you an example. I know this kind of got confusing. Hey, say you Googled or you went to Amazon and you looked for an Alexa to buy. And now when you're on Google search and you're on different websites like CNN and Fox and different things, or you're on Facebook, you keep seeing this ad for the Google Alexa or the Amazon Alexa. That's retargeting. It's following you around. No, they are not listening through your computer to what you're talking about. They just have a pixel in your a pixel on your browser that you search something or you follow something, and now it knows it, and now we're just remarketing to you over and over again. The best part about this, I always tell people, it takes 7 to 10 times for a visitor to come to your site or your Facebook page before they decide to buy something from you, unless it's immediate. Yes, if your house is flooding, they're going to call a restoration company immediately, and they're not going to look 7 to 10 times. But for a lot of other things, they are. When you talk about a salon or a spa, financial advisor, a website company, I mean, it's kind of the deal. So again, cold traffic, we just talked about, is when you're just driving cold traffic to your website or your landing page. You can do split tests on those offers. I love split testing. You can do it when you're doing ads. Again, just changing the color in an ad from blue to orange can make a big difference. The verbiage, whether you put times on it or not. That's the big thing about digital marketing. If you don't get anything from this training, understand that digital marketing is about split testing and analyzing the data and numbers and crunching numbers to better perform on your marketing. And the numbers are the hard numbers. The numbers don't lie. All right, talking about social media or SEO. SEO is crazy. Yep, just crazy. That's the word we're going to use for it. SEO stands for search engine optimization. It basically factors in everything you do online. So, what kind of content you put out there. Do you do paid marketing? Do you do social media marketing? How's your website domain rank when it comes to authority? Do you have images? Are your videos properly tagged? Backlinks. Okay, so a backlink is basically when you have a keyword like plumber and you link it, hyperlink it to your website. That becomes a keyword and a backlink to your website. Now, where that backlink comes from, so like if it's on Facebook page, carries weight to your website. How you move up in rankings depends on how much weight and how many backlinks you have, plus everything else, including just meta tags, descriptions, schema, a whole bunch of other things. If you're going to do social media, or not social media, SEO, talk to an agency, a professional. 70% of our business is fixing other people's screw-ups. I see people do SEO, they go out and they'll buy 100,000 backlinks for 30 bucks or something crazy. And also their website doesn't show up on Google. And that's because Google knows that this was BS. And now they just sandboxed everything. What does sandbox mean? Sandbox means basically, yes, your website exists, but Google's not going to show it on their search results at all. You don't exist anymore in their eyes because it was dirty. They don't like it. So before you do any SEO, when it comes to websites and everything else, and you're looking at traffic, talk to a professional. Except, it's always an exception. Remember I talked about Google My Business? All right, Google My Business is kind of a type of local SEO. All right, Google My Business is a free service offered by Google. It's kind of like what the Yellow Pages was back in the 1980s, but this is Google My Business now. All right, it's free, so go get it. All right, so people are asking, how do I get my Google My Business? First of all, if you look in the chat box right now, there's a video. It's like a 10-minute video that shows you how to make up your Google My Business listing. How do you go claim it? Doesn't go deep into it. And yes, it's a 10-minute video. It will only take you about 5 minutes to actually claim the Google My Business listing, okay? I guess, and I know the video is twice as long as it takes to actually do it. We kind of talk about a little bit of things we go in deep, just like when you're teaching something, you go into it, probably over the top more than what we should. Watch the 9 to 10-minute video, claim your Google My Business listing. Again, the link's in the chat box. It'll take you 5 minutes. It might, if it takes you 10 minutes, who cares? It's free. If you actually need help with it, just send us an email, help@bluenovainc.com. We'll be glad to set up a 15-minute consultation, walk you through it, but you can do it. Trust me, it's not hard, okay? What is Google My Business? Basically, it's just a free tool. You can manage different things like Google Maps, Google Search, Google Ads. Now, they don't have Google Plus anymore. Google got rid of it, and AdWords is now called Google Ads. Yes, I need to update this part, but it is what it is. Free training, remember? So yes, you can do different things. This is what your Google My Business listing looks like. This is an example. Very simple. Why do you need Google My Business? Why do you need to be there? Why do you need to be found on that? Basically, people are looking for local businesses, local services. They're searching on their cell phones, they're searching on their tablets, they're searching on their desktop. They're spending a lot of time searching for local things, local companies, local businesses, shops, services. This is a big part of the market. You need to be on Google My Business. This just talks about what potential clients or customers, clients, patients are looking for. Most of the time they're looking for your business hours or your telephone number. They want to know your address of the store, or they want to know what the products and your services are. Stuff that you can find all on Google My Business. It's free. I keep mentioning that. Now, I'm going to correct everybody before you get crazy. When you create a Google My Business listing and you claim your business, you're not going to be number one. It doesn't work that way, but you will get listed, and that's the first step. Okay? There's a lot that goes into Google My Business. The biggest thing that really just annoys me is literally 56% of businesses out there have not claimed their Google My Business listing. It just really annoys me. Go claim your Google My Business listing. The link's in the chat box. It's a 10-minute training. You can do it. If you're at all scared, which you shouldn't be, email us. One of my project managers or myself will contact you via email. We'll set up a little thing where I can share the screen with you, and we'll walk you through doing it again. It's not hard. Claim your Google My Business listing, okay? What factors into ranking your Google My Business listing? Now, this is what everybody wants to know. How do I get to be number one? There are so many things that go into it. This is only page 1 of 2, by the way. So many things that go into ranking Google My Business. Your domain authority, yes. Your city and state, your geographic area, your address, where it actually is, your website tags, the really, like the diversity of your inbound and outbound links. I know it says inbound links, but I want to get actually outbound links play into that as well. What I really want you to see here is the bottom corner. 87% of people who search for local businesses or services call or go to that type of business within 24 hours. 87% call or go to that type of business within 24 hours. We are talking about a waterfall of traffic, potential new clients, patients, customers. Consistency of local citations. Now, what local citations are? Citations just Google's word for directories. Okay, so Facebook is a directory. Google My Business is actually a directory. Yelp's a directory. Consistency of local directories is basically how your name, address, and phone number are there. Your name, address, and phone number need to be the same. We call it NAP. Name, address, and phone number need to be the same on all the directories all over the place. By the way, there's like, I don't know, 7,000 directories out there. So anyways, that's a big factor. We talk about links, keywords in the anchor. This gets into quite a bit, your page authority. And so many things going. And by the way, this could possibly all change tomorrow, and nobody actually knows when it changes. Google doesn't tell us it's changing. They might tell us later. But basically, we as an agency, we talk and work with other agencies all over the world. We're actually friendly to each other. There's a lot of competition out there, but we talk. We tell, okay, this is actually how it works. We did this, and this is how it's working. So many different things pay into it. Citations, your website, SEO does play into it. Your reviews play into it. Social media plays into it. A lot of things play into it. So, what does that mean? More traffic means more opportunity. More traffic, and there's so many different ways you're getting traffic, whether it be social media, reputation, SEO, paid. It just means more opportunity for your business. Okay, but in order for your business to succeed, you got to have a plan. When you're going on vacation and you're driving or you're taking a road trip, even if you punch it into Google Maps or navigation on the car, that's a plan. You need a plan in order to succeed. That's how it works. You got to have it. You got to map it out. You can't fly by the seat of your pants. You need to know what your ROI is, what your client lifetime value is. You need to know what kind of marketing budget you put aside to market. There's so many things we can get into about that part. But you need to have a plan. So that's what you need to do. Oh, I told you. We weren't selling anything, and we're not. Yes, I think Victor put in there, what's the cost of this? How much is this going to cost me? It's still zero. Cost is zero, okay? We're offering free training series, and we're gonna probably break these down a little bit more, but we're doing a couple free different training series, basically about all the stuff we just talked about, and to get more in depth into it. So you can actually go and if you go to the link in the chat box, we're actually gonna take you to a page that actually you can go there and sign up for each individual one of these. So Google My Business, I think this is probably the biggest one. Social media, we're gonna do that one. Google My Business, we might actually break that down into like 3 different trainings. That's a lot. Social media, break that down a lot. Websites, not gonna talk about building websites here. Okay, so that's what you're looking at. We're not gonna do it. This is gonna talk about just some tips, some tricks, what we recommend for websites, where you can get some different platforms and different things to do. So that's where it's gonna be about websites. And traffic, we're gonna probably have to break this down into a couple things, whether it be SEO, Google Ads, Facebook, reputation. I like reputation. We're gonna break that one down. Nah, I'll probably take, maybe we'll break it down to 2. But basically all these trainings are gonna break them down. Offer updates. If you want this one, say you don't want any of the free trainings, which I don't know why you wouldn't want something for free, especially for free trainings. But anyways, if you don't want anything, but you want to keep up to date on different offers we might have or different beta things that we got going, we do a lot of beta testing. So when we find something, a lot of times we'll play with it and try it, and we'll throw it out there for free, and we'll give you free service for a month or 2 just to see how it works, and use you as a case study and as a testimonial. So if you want to just sign up for the updates, you're more than welcome to go right there. Chatbots, again, I love this. I think this can be the next best thing since websites were 30 years ago. We're gonna look at chatbots. We're gonna kind of talk about that. That might be broken down to a few different modules, but I like chatbots. I think that's a great thing. But yeah, if you look in the chat box right now, you'll be able to see the link they set on how to get to this page. Now I'll show you what the page looks like real quick. Oh, that's actually gonna allow me. This is the page. So right here, training lessons. You can go up here and see lessons webinar. All right. Google My Business. All the ones I just talked about right there. So just go there. Yeah, sign up for each individual one of these trainings and go right there. Oh, see that? I just jumped around. This is the link. It's also in the chat box that you can get to that page to sign up for those trainings. No cost for the trainings. No cost for this training. Still 0 cost. Why are we doing it? Yeah, we'll make some offers later on. That's why we're doing it. And we want to get some feedback. And there's a lot of things that can be done. You know, when I started my business, you know, over 10 years ago, you know, I did a lot of different trainings. So here's a couple things that you as a business owner need to know for free. Okay, so sign up for the free trainings. You can sign up for one, you can sign up for a few of them, you can sign up for all of them. Okay. If you want to go and test drive one of our chat bots like this, you can go right here, and we'll throw this actually in the chat box as well. This is a place where you can actually go, and it shows, I think we have like 30 different chat bots that we've built over the last year, a couple months. You know, from HVAC to plumbers to authors to consultants, salons. You can see how those different ones work for those different businesses. When you go to this link, it will actually open up in Facebook Messenger. You gotta say, okay, get started, and just go around and have fun with it. Play, enjoy. All right, yes, go do it. That's our chatbot. Sign up for the training. It'll be interesting. So if you have any more questions, you can also email us at help@bluenovainc.com. We'll throw that in the chat box in a minute. Give us a call at 844-625-6500. You can talk to either one of our project managers. You may actually be able to get to me, but project manager or somebody will actually answer your questions if you have any questions. Or if you want to, just schedule a 15-minute consultation with us. Probably the easiest way, you know, that way we're not playing phone tag or email tag. We'll throw this link in the chat box as well. It's just 15-minute appointment at bluenovainc.info. All right. Again, here's that link for the free training. You can go there and see all the different trainings that we offer. Google my business. Go do it, please. It's easy. It's free. Now, ranking it's a whole different story, but go get the listings. So you got to start somewhere. Also, don't forget to download your report for that free Facebook Messenger chat box cheat sheet that we did. It's in the beginning of the webinar. Let's throw that link up there as well. You got a lot of links being thrown up there. Sorry, I don't mean to bombard you with a bunch of links. But again, here's the contact information if you want to contact us again. And last but not least, thank you very much for attending our free training. We do appreciate any feedback, good or bad. Please don't cuss at us. No politics, no religion. Can you send us the feedback at bluenovainc.com? We really, really do appreciate all positive and negative feedback. You know, we need critics. But, you know, I guess the last thing, I think everybody's questions have been answered. If you haven't, please just email us. Sorry if we didn't get to your question. I was trying not to drag this on too much longer. Please send us your feedback at bluenovainc.com. But if anything else, just learn, you know, do one thing, take action, do more for your business, do more for your life. You know, your business is your livelihood, or at least for most of us it is. So just take some action, do something, take some free training, contact us, we'll help you out. That being said, thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate everything, and I wish you the best in your success. You guys have a great day or great night.